guys, welcome to Java JSM, and in this video we are going to talk about sorting in collection. So basically sorting is very popular and it's a very useful topics, okay, in the collections only. So we are going to discuss in this video like write a program to sort an integer, a string list, like predefined whatever the value we have those, and also we can see like how to write a program to sort the student class, which is user defined classes and objected. We have to sort based on the student name, or maybe based on the student age or something like ID. We can sort it, okay. Write a program to sort the array data, okay. So those also you can see. So all the sorting it depend on the array classes. So in the Java we have like some collections giving some classes called array, collection, comparable, comparator, and these are the very important classes. Through that only we are going to sort all those collections, and also we are going to learn what is the comparable, what is the comparator, and how we can use while sorting the object, which is a user defined object, which is a student data. We can sort with the help of the comparable and comparator. This is very important topics, okay. If you go next, you can see like comparable interface in Java. So before going to discuss the comparable interface, let's go and understand like how we can do the sorting, okay. So let me close this, okay. So for example, just before I told you, first we can see like how to do the predefined variable sort, okay. So in the collections only I will create one more package called sorting, okay. So let me create one class with package called sorting. So I will give the com.sort, and class name I will give you like collection sort, COLLECTION, collection sort. So this is the one class. While using this class we can try to sort our data. Let's start. So in the slide we have seen like, okay, first we have to write a program to sort the integer or string list, okay. So for example, we already discussed like if you have some array ARR, and inside the array having some value like 2, 7, 4, 8, 3, and we have to write a sorting for that. So in Java already having a one sort method, which is we can use array.sort, okay. So we can use the arrays, which is available in java.util, okay, arrays.sort methods, okay. We already know bubble sort, selection sort, quick sort, but as of now I have discussed only bubble sort, like how to write a bubble sort code and we can sort our array, okay. So here you can write like ARR. Once you write the ARR, arrays.sort, but before going to write those things we have to create one main method. So create a one method and put all those data inside this, and then after, let me say, okay, let me save this one. Okay, fine. Now we can print your array and you can see like your array will be sorted. How we can display the array? So we have one more method in the arrays classes, which is toString. We can use those method and we can print those array and we can see it will sort, okay. So this is called a like predefined method and classes we have, which is sorting our particular like whatever the value we have like array. So particular array, for example, this array is not a integer type, it's maybe the string type, okay. Maybe there is a string type and here we have some value like a string. So let me give some string value which is Java apple. Let me give some like cat, okay, apple, mango and banana. So this is the some value I have given and I will just run it. So you can see it will sort this also, like which is a string value also. So first apple, then banana, then Java, then mango. So this is the one of the sorting order you can see here, okay. So this is the things and we can sort our array as of now. Now we need to discuss how to sort our collections. So let me comment this code, okay. Now we are going to discuss about the collection sort, not array sort. So while doing a collections, I will create one array list, okay, because if I want to sort some data, so I can do one thing like if I want to sorting orders, so I can take the hash set or tree set I can take, okay, which is set hierarchy, and through that we can automatically sort the particular what we call our data. No need to write any logic for that, and no need to write any code for it. Okay, so let me do and compare it. Okay, so if I go with the array list, for example, I will create one list, and inside the list I will store integer value only. So I will specify this, it will store only integer value. Okay, Control Shift O, and here I will give integer. Okay, one more thing, here if you give the int type, it will not support. It will not support. Why? Because I will explain you. Okay, new array list. So let me create the object of the array list. Okay, so array list object is created. Why it will not support int? So int is a predefined. If you see the error, multiple marker at the same line, syntax error. So actually while doing a work with the collection, you have to do work with the object only. So this is it is not a object, it's a predefined keyword, and it's represent the predefined data only, data type only. But here we can take in the collection, here you can do work with the wrapper classes only. We can discuss the wrapper classes, but wrapper classes we have like integer, boolean, sort, double, long. Those are the in wrapper classes which is predefined corresponding. So actually Java is a 100%. Someone is saying like Java is a 100% object-oriented programming language. Someone is saying like no, Java is not a 100% programming, 100% object-oriented programming language. So the conclusion is like if you do use the wrapper classes, which is the integer classes, float classes, double classes, so we can say like okay, like Java is a 100% object-oriented programming language. Okay, because OOPS will always support the object only, and if you go with the int, sort, byte, which is predefined data type, so you can see also this is not a 100% object-oriented programming language. So these are the some conclusion we have. But in the collection, if you go, definitely you have to go with the wrapper classes. You can't use the predefined data type here. It will not support. So in the collections, you can see like Java is a 100% programming object-oriented programming language, and it will support only object. It will not support any predefined classes, predefined data types. Okay. So here you have to write integers. Here you have to write boolean. Okay. If you write anything else which is integer or a small boolean, so that is the keyword that will not support here. So you have to make sure about it. So in our example, I am going to use the integers. So it means that I already clarify, hey, list, this list object will not store any other type of the value. It will only store integer type of the value. Okay. If I remove this one, which is type safe or generic, you can say, then this collection is capable to store object type of the data. So object type of means object is a one class and object is a parent of any other classes. Okay, so he is capable to store any type of the object, so that we are able to store here any type of the object like integer, double, character, boolean, string. Okay, but if you give this one, it means you are restricting this class, this object, to store only and only integer type of the value. Now if you add any string value, it will not work, it will give the error. Okay, so that is the reality. So let's go and just add some value and try to see like what is the output for that. So for example, list dot add, my language is changed. So add, if I write add, it will go some maybe some other language. So let me change my system language, which is United States English, and again I will go to this place. Okay, dot add. So for example, I want to add 10. Okay, I have added 10 here, and this like Control Alt and arrow. Control Alt, and if you press down cursor, it will add some value automatically like that you can add. So above value it will copy and it will add. Okay, so I have added so many value. I want to remove something. Okay, it's removed. So here I will give something value called 1. Here I will give something called 5. Here I will give something called 4. Here I will give something called 2. So this is the value I have stored in my collections, and let me store one more value and I will show you like how is it not working. So now I am going to store Java. So Java is what? Java is a string value, and it's saying like, hey, Java will not store inside this. Why? Because add method will only support the integer type of value. It is not capable for argument a string, it's clearly saying, because of this type safe. If I remove this, it will work. If I add this, it will not work. Okay, so those things will be clear in your minds. Okay, so let me add and let's remove this, it's not required. Okay, so we have already understood how we can sort the predefined object and array, but still we have to do with the collection. So collection will provide some of the method which is available in the collection class, collections class. So collection classes means collection is a interface and collections is a classes. So you can use the collections class, and collections class having a one method called sort, and in the sort you can pass to your list, which is array list, and it will automatically sort your object like array.sort. So array.sort will be do the work on the array only, and collection.sort will work on the what? Collection data types. Yeah, collections like array list, linked list, vector, whatever you have, you can use on that. And let me print the list. So if you see here, I have put it first 10, 1, 5, 4, 3. That is not in sorting order. But if I print it now, you can see it will already sorted, and it will print the data in sorted order, which is 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. Clear? Yes, clear. Here, if you change something like that, if you create some other object, maybe linked list, no issue. Linked list also you can create. Linked linked list, and just remove this one. Okay, if you run this code, same thing, it will behave same thing, it will sort it. If you take any vector, okay, vectors, and let me create a vector object. Okay, if you sort it, same thing, it will sort the object. Let me take the stack. Okay, let me take the stack and try to print it. What is the behavior of a stack? If I see here, so I have created the object of a stack, and let me run. So if you see, is also a sorted orders. Okay, fine, you understood. But for example, if you are using some list implemented classes, then you have a one way to sort your object, which is collection.sort simply. Okay, so as of now, whatever we have sort, which is the predefined data type only, which is integer, float, double. Let me take some string here, and I will give here a string data type. Okay, and let me remove something, and here I will give something like Java. Here I will give something like apple. Here I will give something like banana, and let me print it. Okay, so it will do the work on the apple, banana, and Java. It's a string type also. So whatever the predefined value like boolean, double, character, float, whatever you have, it will do the work on that, and it will sort. So this is the only line of the code. It will sort predefined, predefined object data, predefined object data, or you can see predefined value. Okay, you can say anything like that. Okay, and this will sort those data only. But I want to sort some student object. So as of now, we have seen here how to sort the integer string list. Okay, write a program to sort the array we have seen, but we have not discussed as of now how to sort the student class object. And as of now, we have seen the arrays class, collections class, and in arrays classes only having a lots of method, collections also having a lots of method. If you want to see, you can write a collection dot, you can see the method. So we have a two sort method. One is you can pass the list directly, and the other one is you can pass the comparator. Okay, and comparator, and through the comparator, with the help of the comparator, you can sort your object. Okay, so this is a really very powerful concept. Okay, and if you use this concept in your program, it's a very helpful, and it's give the very good time complexity and space complexity also. Okay, so it's a very pre-qualified data structure concept, you can see. Okay, so as of now, we have seen like how many way we can sort our object. In the two way we have discussed as of now. Okay, with the help of the array, and with the help of the collections also. Okay, what is the type safe we already discussed, and what we can give here, what we cannot give. If you not give anything, by default it will become object type, and object is capable to store any type of the data. Okay, I hope this is clear. If you not use here anything, if you not give here anything, by default it will store like that, which is object. Okay, by default it will store the object, and we can do the sorting on that. Okay, and this is our list. So you can pass the list, and you can sort your object. The method sort T in the type collection is not applicable for the argument list of the object. Okay, so list of object it will not sort. So this is the issue. So you have to sort only particular type of the object only, which is integer or a string, whatever the value you have, which is singular type only. Okay, this is the single type only it will support. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So this is done. We have understood what is the use of collections, how we can sort the collection, how we can sort the array. We have as of now we have discussed. Now I am going to create one class called student. Okay, and I want to sort those students. So for example, I have some student like 101 range and age is 24 or 25 anything, and here we have a 102 Ajay and age is something like 21. Okay, and here we have a 103 Sonu, not Sonu, we can take something like Deepak, and age is something like we can take 34. And now I want to write a sorting for that. I want to write sorting for that based on the name, based on this name, or maybe the based on this age. So this is nothing but I will give the parameter also, ID, name and age. This is the three parameters, and based on that I have to write a sorting so that it will sort in the ascending order or descending orders. And this is the list of the collections object we have of the student. So for that you can use the comparable. So we have a two type of the object, through that we can do this sorting, which is comparable. One is comparable and other one is comparator. Comparator in Java. So this is the two interfaces, and with the help of this interface only we can write a logic and we can sort our student class object, list of the student, and we can see the sorting. Okay, so let me start quickly and let's demonstrate to you so that you can understood in the good way. So student, I have written the student, and this is the student class, and inside the student I am going to write some of the variable in the ID. So let me write like private int ID, private string name. Let me give the semicolon here also. Okay, and private int age. So this is the three variables we have created, and as of now you know how to generate the setter getter method. So quickly right click on your screen and go to the setter getter methods, and we can generate easily. Okay, select all so that it will be selected and you can generate it. So setter getter will be generated. Let's go and quickly generate the constructor to string methods. So let me go to the source and generate the constructors. So this is parameterized, non-parameterized also I have to generate. Okay, constructor with deselect all and generate it. So non-parameterized also generate. Let me quickly generate the toString methods. So source, go to the toString, simply collect generate. So toString also generated. So this is the successfully created the encapsulated class. Okay, we can say, and we have a three data types here. Now I want to sort this particular student class data in the based on the age. So let me create one more class which is test. So I will write a student test. A student test. So we have a student class, and I am going to write a student test, and here I will write one main method. Okay. So let me write the main methods. Oh my god. Main methods, and I will create one list, and the list of the student I will create. Control Shift O first I will do, otherwise do one thing, first import it, and here you can give a student, and this is the student list. So I will write students equal to new array list. So our student object will be created. Okay, fine. Inside this array list I am going to add multiple student, and make sure this list will only store the student type of the object. It will not store any other type of the object because I made it type safe. Okay, let's go and create some student. So let me create some student. Student is equal to new student, and through the constructor I am going to pass the value. Okay, so I will use the constructor here. So what is the ID? 101. What is the name? Which is a string, so I will pass here strings. And what is the age? So 24. So one object is created. I will copy this. So how can I copy? So Control Alt and down arrow. So through that we can create multiple objects. Okay, and here I will change it S1, S2 and S3. Now you can write here 2 and here you can write 3, and also here you can give Agile, here you can give 21, here you can give something like Deepak, and here you can give something like 26 or something like 67. Okay, so this is the student object I have created with the 3 student object I have created. Now I want to add this student object inside the students. So one way is like I will write here student. So let me write create a student list. Okay, and through this line created multiple student object, and in this line I will write add a student object in list. Okay, so this is the one way to write add the student. So I will write a student dot add, and here I will give S1, okay, and semicolon, and then after I will do Control Alt arrow down. So it will add 3 objects here, and I will just change the name. Okay, I want to add S2, I want to add S3. So this is the 3 object will be added, but I don't want to write 3 times. So we have a one method called collections dot add all, or in the add all you can pass here your collection which is a student, and after that you can pass whatever the value you have, which is S1, S2, S3, and those student object will be added inside the student list. Okay, so I hope you understood. So these are the 3 student object which is added. There are 3 student object S1, S2, S3, Prince, Ajay, Deepak I have added inside the student, so it will store inside this. Okay, so we have added the student object inside this. Now we have to write a logic to sort. If I print right now all those objects, okay, so what I can do, I can write one method print all students list. So if I want to print it, I will write one for loop, enhance for loop, and here I will give a student s colon students. So it will take one value from this list and it will store inside this s, and this is the type of a student, it will store here. Okay, open it and close it. Now we can write same logic s out, and I will print simply s dot to string. Okay, so now if you see the output, you can see how we have added same thing, it will display. So if you see the console, like first it's printing the Prince, Ajay, Deepak, but I don't want like that, I want in the sorting order. So let me write this sorting code for that. Okay, so write sorting code to sort a student list in, write a sorting code to sort a student list in list based on name of a student, which is natural order sorting we are going to do. So we are going to do with the help of we are going to write sorting with the help of comparable interface. Okay, so let me show you what is the comparable interface. So if I write here collection.sort, we have a one method called class called collections, and if I write here sort and if I pass here our student list, it will not work, because this sort method will take only and only what? This method will take only and only what? List of predefined data types only, if you see here. Okay, and it will not sort it. It's saying like, hey, the method sort list of t in the type collection is not applicable for the argument list of the student. so we can't sort it. Okay, so this is not. So if you see like, okay, cast the argument to the list or something, even it will not work. Okay, even it will not work. So how we can do it? So here you can pass only two things. Let me show you. So collection dot sort, if you write here, you can see we can pass one is list, which is the collection will support, and other sort will method having a list of data with comparator we can pass here. Okay, so one things we can do, like whatever the student class we have, we can implement this student class with the help of comparable. And you can see here comparable is an interface is available in java.lang, and I will told here, hey, this class will support by the student. And if I open this comparable, you can see this comparable will came inside the Java, which is since 1.2. Who is the author, and java.util comparator it will come. And if you see inside this interface, so basically its collection is a interface. Okay, comparable is a interface, and it's having a one method called compareTo. So having a method called compareTo. So with the help of the compareTo, we can do our operations. Okay, and if you see here, it's given the clear cut definitions like how it will work. Okay, compares this object with the specified object for the order, returns a negative integer, 0 or positive integer. So if you do the work with the compareTo, so it will return only three types of the value, which is one value is, you can see here, one value is return the negative integers, 0, you can see 0, and positive integer. So three types of the value it will return this particular compareTo methods. Okay, you have idea about it, like, okay, this is the comparator, and comparator is interface, comparable interface having a one abstract method which is compareTo. Okay, let's go to the student class, and if you see inside the student class only, it's saying like please implement those method because you have implemented this comparable. So because of that you have to add one method which is add unimplemented method. Okay, and the method name is nothing but compareTo. Okay, so here you have to write a logic, and it's an override method. For example, we have a override method called collections, which is to a string, and here you can see compareTo. Those are the overridden methods. Okay, so here you can see compareTo methods. I hope it's clear. Okay, and now if you go here and if you save it, and if you write here collection.sort, okay, let me go like this only. Let me remove it. Go down collection.sort and pass to your students. Okay, so now if you see, it's supporting it. Why it's supporting? Because you have implemented the comparable inside the student. So now a student will become a comparable, and now it's supporting. Okay, if you see this, it's saying like sort the specified list into the ascending order according to the natural ordering of its element. All element in their list must implement the comparable interface. So if any classes will be already implemented the comparable interface, those classes will be support for the sorting. Now you can see here, compareTo must not throw a class exception of any element E1 and E2 in the list. Okay, so this is the basic definition. You can see collection.sort list of the student, which is supporting the comparable. Now clear? So whenever you are writing a sort method and we are passing a list of the student, and if it is not working and you have to sort based on the some particular parameter of the object, then you have to go with the comparable or maybe the comparator. We have two types of the way to do the sorting. Now we can learn what is the difference between comparable and comparator also, but as of now that is fine. Okay, so let's go and provide the body for that. So what is the body? So body means like we have to write some logic here. So logic is something like if a particular object means this dot name dot compareTo, okay, compareTo we have some value called student, so we can make it s and s dot name. If it is returned any value, which is the integer value, float value, double value, anything, okay, so it will return those values. So instead of writing this if, you can directly write return here. Okay, so what will happen here is, if this, it means current object data, which is this dot name, is equal to s dot name, which is coming inside this, then it will return. If both are same, it will return 0. It means, I will write code here. If you have a Java and here also having a Java, so it will return 0. Based on the ASCII value it will do. If you have a apple and here we have a banana, so apple ASCII value is first, so it will return something plus 1 value, ASCII value. So just assume 1, which is positive value. Okay, so let me write 0. Let me write 1. Okay, and if you give something value, it comes like something called banana this side, equal to you are comparing with the apple, then it will give -1. Okay, because this B ASCII value is 98 and this ASCII value is 97, so it will give the minus value. So it will do like that, 98 minus 91, so it will do like it will decrement it, and based on that it will do the operations and it will find out what it's want to return. So now let's go to the student test class, and we have already implemented the test methods, and now we can write a code, write a logic. So I will copy this logic and I will print our object. Okay, so this is the printing logic we have written. Let me run. So if you run it, okay, Ajay Deepak Prince. So let me write something so that it will differentiate it. Collection dot sort. So I will write after sorting slash n slash n slash n slash n. Okay, now we can run your code and we can see the differences between them. Okay, so if you see, before we have a name called Prince, then Ajay, then Deepak. But right now if you see, after the sorting, the Ajay will come first. Why? It's a natural order sort. So Ajay ASCII value is 97. Deepak is something called 98, 99, 100. Okay, Prince ASCII value is something else. So based on the ASCII value, ascending order, it will sort. So this is the ascending order sorting. Okay, this is not a descending orders. This is the ascending order sort. I hope you understood. So we can say like whenever you use the comparable interface while doing the sorting, it will do the natural order sort of our collections. Okay, and now we can see it's sorted. If I want to sort based on the age, just we have to change some logic. Okay, how? So because of in our class, string class only, we have to write a logic. So right now we have done the sorting with the help of the string. Okay, let me comment this one. Okay, and write the logic for the based on the what we can say return 0. So based on we can do the sorting. So if I return 0 only, and if I run this code, not this one, go to this class and try to run it. I have not written any logic as of now. And if you go and if you see, it will not sort. Prince Ajay Deepak, Prince Ajay Deepak. There is no sorting will be applied if you return the 0 only. So make sure you have to implement and provide the logic for that. Okay, so while doing with the string, we can write this compareTo method, and this compareTo method is available for the string only. Okay, but if you want to write a logic for the some age or ID, which is integer value, then you have to write the logic for that. What is the logic? So I will write this dot is equal to okay, s dot is. So if both are same, I will return here 0. Okay, other logic I will return else if, and here I will write this dot is less than s dot is. Okay, then I will return this dot is less than, I will return 1. This is the logic only you have to write, and otherwise in the else conditions you can return 0. You can return 1. This is the logic you have to write. Okay, that's it. For the comparing the age, okay, 0, 1 and -1 we have to write. So here you can write -1. Okay, and let's try if it's working or not. So if you go to the student test class and if you run it, maximize this console, and you can see it's sorted in the descending order. It's not a ascending order, it's a descending order, 67, 24 and then 21. So it's sorted in the descending order. So if I want in ascending order, what we can do, go to the student class, and here you can write -1 and here you can write +1. That's it. Through this logic only we are able to sort our student class based on the any particular things. Okay, so if you now see, you can see the 21, 24 and 67. This is the ascending order sorting. Okay, based on the age data type. Okay guys, I hope you understood in a good way. So we have discussed the comparable and how we can use this comparable, and so basically if I say comparable, we are using for the natural order sorting, natural over dear order sorting. Okay, natural order sorting, and we can say like and a single, this is the one point you have to mention, and this is the second point you have to mention, like it will work on single parameter or single field sorting. It will support on single field sorting. But if you go with the something called comparator interface in Java, so it will do the work on like that. I will explain it. So those are the differences. Not natural order. You can sort our object in customized order. Customized order sorting, and it will support multiple field sorting. So those are the differences we have, and we have to aware about it also. Right? So as of now we have discussed like what is the comparable. Comparable is a interface we are using to sort the comparable with the natural order sorting, which is ascending order or descending orders. It will support the single field sorting we have already seen here, and for implementing it we have to create the entity class, which is a student. If you want to sort the person, any object you want to sort, in that class only you have to implement the comparable interface, and you have to pass the argument as a student. And it will give you one unimplemented method, which is compareTo method, and you have to override those compareTo method in your class, and you have to write your own logic for the sorting your object based on some particular parameters. Okay, so as of now I hope it's clear. In the next video we can discuss something else regarding comparator and other some conclusion, so that you can understood more about it. Okay, thank you so much.